Good morning, folks. I hope you're all waking well. It's time for Potato and Kev at 7 with your host, Potato. Co-host, Kev. That's me. I'm going to start today off with one of mine called Lately. Sitting on the bench, you're always trying to get in it, but the game's always been rigged. The choice is made in dollar signs. Just maybe you'll get picked if 13 others all get in. Your budget place is temporary. Yeah, your time is now expired. Lately, I've been having a rough go of it. I never saw life. No, I never saw life as anything more than living. Well, how even do I? How even do I take this place seriously? They scream pro-life. Well, they scream pro-life and watch a million kids starve to death. It seems to me the trouble with the system, even born in, is that hundreds make decisions, but there's billions here alive. Get up off the fence, I gotta try and make a difference. Gotta be a better human, try and be a reason why. And lately I've been having a rough go of it. I never saw life. I never saw life as anything more than living. How even do I? How even do I take this place seriously? They scream pro-life. Well, they scream pro-life and watch a million kids starve to death. Call that one We Need. It's so short, I'm gonna go ahead and do another one right now. I call this one We Need. No, that one's called Lately. I call this one We Need. Yeah, there's been talk about right, even more war. You know, nothing more than I've been having feelings, you're having feelings. You know, like beating people workers, not when looking for humanity and fantasy. Deep searching for a cure, but it isn't easy. I don't know, I think maybe it's just muted. I think we need food, we need food, yeah, we need food, we need food, yeah, we need food, yeah, we need food, hunger, oh, let's look hunger, yeah, let's look hunger. There's people starving everywhere in governments. Well, they do nothing, yeah, they do nothing. Nothing but robbing, raping, killing. I went looking for humanity and found it easy. I keep searching for a cure, but it isn't easy. I don't know, I think maybe it's just me, but I think we need Jesus. 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 Homeless. Well, there's the homeless. There's the homeless. There's freaking empty houses everywhere in governments. Well, they put prisons. Yeah, they put prisons. Cause we stuffed another empty word. I went looking for humanity. I keep searching for a cure, but it isn't easy. I don't know. I think maybe it's just me, but I think we need Goku. We need Goku. Yeah, 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 we need Kakarot. Alright, I call that one We Need, and that was Lately before that. And I'll do another one here soon. Alright, for today's talking stuff. Well, I see there's reports that there's a memo going around saying that ICE, it's an internal memo and it's not law, but apparently ICE has been telling themselves, I just saw rumors that there's a memo going around, a memo saying that they can go into people's houses without warrants, and I mean, there's a reality here that really, well, let's just bottom line it. The bottom line is anybody can come into your house anytime without a warrant for any reason, and this is exactly why we need to make sure that we keep our right to bear arms, because yeah, these people might be clinging to some paperwork that says it's legal what they're doing, but when armed thugs break into your house without a warrant, yeah, I think it's going to go your way in court if somebody gets hurt. Is there going to be a court ever? Well, if that's the case, then I mean, we have to fight, right? We can't just let this pass. We can't just let this go down. We can't just have, we either are a free country and we have these rights, or we're just not going to have them anymore. And is that what people are deciding, that we don't want to be a free country anymore? It's not about whether you have something to hide or not. I might not want anybody else to know that I play guitar. Obviously, this is just a weird example or whatever, but people don't have the right to know stuff about me that I don't want them to know. And so a group of thugs claiming to be working for the government, coming through your house, going through all your stuff. Well, first of all, what are they even doing going into people's homes? If they're not looking for a specific person at a specific place, what is ICE even doing? Because that is their only legal function, to pick up specific people. Well, I don't know about specific places, but it's picking up specific people that are illegal immigrants. Of course, illegal is not something I really support, the idea that people can be illegal. I definitely understand there's situations where, I just understand that you don't want thousands and thousands and thousands of people just pouring over a border. But at the same time, dude, they picked up here in our neighborhood, everybody was saying he was a great worker and great guy. They really liked him. It's unfortunate. So if they're only going after the criminals and stuff, or if they're going after the criminals and stuff, why are they showing up at people's jobs? The criminals aren't working where they can be found, right up the street. They don't get jobs at like Jose's Mexican restaurant or something. They go out and they sell drugs or do whatever it is that they do, which they wouldn't be able to get a job selling drugs even if the government was handling the drug situation right. So we are where we are because we've allowed the government to tell us what's what, and they lie about every single thing. Even what's-his-name admitted that he was wrong. One of the biggest opponents of legalized marijuana, Sanjay Gupta or whatever his name was, even admitted he was wrong after violently going after people for years for having weed or selling weed or smoking weed. He admitted that it was actually helping people. But does he get in any kind of trouble? He doesn't get anything. He led a whole group of people in a battle to keep people from getting medicine that they could use and that would help them feel better for years. But it's just perfectly fine for him to change his mind. And that's exactly what they're going to do. In so many years, they're going to, like the vet that they held for 8 hours or whatever the other day. The guy that served his country and was held and was injured in battle or whatever in Iraq, and they come back and they put him in a room for 8 hours, don't let him talk to a lawyer or nothing, which is everybody's right to talk to a lawyer. It's a basic right. It's, what is it, the second one that they read in your Mirandas? You have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney. But I guess that doesn't exist anymore in today's America, which is nothing like the America that was, again, we're going on words and not actions. The words that were spoken that kind of inspired the creation of this nation were great words. Now, granted, they only applied to white males at the time. But that doesn't mean that the idea that they had put forth was bad. They just were a little late to understanding that white men weren't the only people that mattered. And that people of color are actually people. And that, yeah, women can have a voice too, we can let them talk too, yeah. They were a little late to that party, but they had a good idea. And they started a good idea. Now, granted, we took that idea and we put it where it is now. But we can fix it all. It's not too late. we just got to stop believing their bullshit and start calling them on it and start talking to each other about it. We can't have any more politics, religion, and whatever not things to be talked about. We need to get this stuff out in the open and start talking about it and figure out how we let ourselves get to where we are. Again, I'm talking to myself just as much as everybody else. I'm no better or worse than anybody else. I've been doing the same thing. All right, this is a cover, Buffalo Springfield. I'm going to do it again because every day it's relevant, and it's insane that it's still relevant. That these guys were telling people this stuff years over, it's 40, 50 years ago now. This song is, it was like a late 60s song, so this is what, we're in 20, so this is like 55 years old song or something. And it was true then, and it's true today. There's something happening here. Yeah, what it is ain't exactly clear. Yeah, there's a man with a gun over there. He's telling me I've got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's bad lines being drawn. Yeah, nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds. Yeah, getting so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the streets. Yeah, singing songs. Yeah, they're carrying signs. I'll mostly say hooray for our side. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep. Yeah, into your life it will creep. Starts when you're always afraid. Yeah, step out of line, the man come and take you away. Yeah, we better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop now. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Alright, so that's where we have it. We're still hoping the aliens come and save us, but we're not there yet. Potato, you got any closing thoughts? You heard it here. Alright, folks, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have good days. We gotta stop these scumbags from ruining the world for everybody. Not just us. See you tomorrow.